Excuse me. Thank you for joining our webinar today. We've got an information-packed session introducing you to some of the changes coming to both Microsoft Project and the new Planner applications. Let's get started. My name is Annie Levant, and I'm with a Microsoft Gold partner called Fragility. We've been implementing Microsoft Project and portfolio management solutions and developing enterprise level applications for over 19 years for large enterprises, including everything from engineering, construction, IT, and new product development. PMOs and CIOs typically come to us when they can't easily explain what's going on across all their projects. They don't know what resources are working on what work, and they have a hard time getting consistent reports and metrics to make project-based decisions. We're known for having a 98% on time, on budget track record for successfully implementing these solutions for clients. We offer services and solutions in three core areas: deployment and consulting services, Fragility's core business. We provide professional services for successfully planning and implementing Microsoft Project Portfolio Management, including Microsoft Project Online, Project for the Web, soon to be Planner, integrating PPM with line of business applications, and delivering strategic portfolio management solutions to support top level management planning. Fragility also offers a set of Hammerhead pre-built software solutions and accelerators based upon 19 years of experience, including a set of Hammerhead products that provide improved access to your cloud PPM data, accelerate access to visual reports and dashboards using Power BI, connect data between your PPM system with Microsoft Teams, and extend connectivity into Active Directory to improve visibility, insight, and control over your work, people, and projects. New to our offerings is Hammerhead Power Pro, which is a pre-built solution crafted on the foundation of the Microsoft Power Platform and Project for the Web, along with the new Planner. This offering is designed to help bring some of our lessons learned on this platform to your organization. Finally, Fragility provides post-implementation support services, including expert care designed to assist your PMO with gaining on-demand expertise on the solution supported. We have a full online automated e-learning offering that can improve consistency and adoption for your users of your project management tools. You can learn more about all of our services and solutions on our recently updated website, fragility.com. We have upcoming webinars covering sessions on best practices for Project, the new Planner, Microsoft's AI Engine Copilot, and PPM processing tools. We're hosting our 6th virtual project conference in October, where we'll have a set of speakers start sharing good practices and lessons learned around these solutions. You won't want to miss it. Sign up for these events and all of our events at Fragility's Eventbrite page following the link here. All videos from this and previous series are available on our best practice playlist on YouTube listed on this page. Topics range from managing your digital transformation program using PPM technologies to integrating PPM with agile line of business applications. Feel free to subscribe and access library at any time, and we'll share with your colleagues. If you have any questions as you watch the presentation, please log them into the questions and answer manager at the top of your team screen, and we'll review those towards the end of our session. With that, I'll hand the presentation off to Rob Hirschman, partner here at Fragility. Rob, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Annie, and thank you everybody for joining. We've gotten a lot of requests recently to learn a little more about what's really going on with the Microsoft Project and Planner suite. So what we're going to be going through today is a quick summary of where the platform is, what some of the different platform and tool options are, talk about some of those key changes that are happening or have happened and the timing behind those, give you a bit of a demonstration and a look into kind of what's coming next. And finally, talk a little bit about not only what are the drivers for these changes, why is Microsoft making these changes and investments, but also what is the plan and the roadmap going forward. Microsoft has made a lot of investments in this platform recently, and it's a very exciting set of changes we really are excited to share with you today. So let's talk about some of the technologies. Microsoft tends to think about the different roles at the bottom. What is the right tool for the job? So if we think about just basically an information worker who's managing individual tasks, the lowest level of complexity, that's where Microsoft To-Do is a technology that's out there, part of Office 365. It comes with your Office 365 subscription. It's really designed to help individual users track, manage, and complete all their tasks in one place. It's a task list in a visual way, and also do individual task management. Now, once we get into more project team collaboration, where you have business folks or information workers, they want to do what we call everyday task-based work. That's where Microsoft Planner comes into play. Microsoft Planner is a visual task management engine, a collaboration engine built on Office 365. It has a Kanban-like board experience where you can drag and drop tasks and activities and put them in different buckets. And it uses a familiar task management structure to assign tasks to different individuals, rolls them up to plans. So Planner is a core part of Microsoft's ecosystem. There are millions of Planner users today. It comes with your Microsoft M365 subscription, and a lot of folks start using it to start managing tasks and that grow up into bigger projects. What we're really talking about today also is the ability for informal or business project managers, which is a marketplace that has really evolved over the last 5 or 10 years for folks that are maybe working in the business. Maybe they're part of operations or finance or HR. They're really tasked with managing day-to-day work, but also lightweight projects of moderate complexity. That means they're not professional project managers. They still have to do project management as part of their job. An entire marketplace of technologies on the web has really emerged over the last 5, 6, 7 years around this. Microsoft has an offering in this area called Project for the Web. Project for the Web is a dynamic web-based light project management tool that allows you to build tasks, create a Gantt chart, assign activities, and has a Kanban-like experience, just like in Microsoft Planner. It allows you to create dependencies and visibility. And then it's all built on the Microsoft Power Platform, which is a no or low code platform in Office 365, again, in the Office cloud, that allows you to build different workflows and processes and different applications. Microsoft has built specifically Project for the Web on that platform, so you can extend that out and deliver different kinds of project management solutions based on the needs of your organization. So it allows you to kind of roll your own and come up with different solutions. And companies like fragility have pre-built solutions like PowerPro around this. And finally, we look at kind of the large enterprise strategic projects or programs or initiatives where you have professional project managers and a PMO or a project management office involved. That's where Microsoft's traditional PPM solution, which is called Project Online, comes into play. This is where you do portfolio management, enterprise resource management. It's all built on a SharePoint foundation. And that's a technology that integrates with your Microsoft Project Desktop client. So if you look at this, is really where the tools were about 6 or 7 months ago. The major change going on right now is that Microsoft is in the process of combining these technologies into one suite called the New Planner. So To Do is going to become part of the New Planner. Planner is going to be the task and work management engine that really drives all of the different functionality here. And then Project for the Web is being blended into the New Planner as a premium SKU or a premium type of license. So you can start with a traditional Planner plan and upgrade it into a premium plan, which takes on all the functionality of more of a traditional structured project for your business project managers, and then build solutions on top of that using the Power Platform. What Microsoft is also doing, the releases they've made over the last couple of months, we'll talk about some of the timing, is they're actually initially releasing this through the Microsoft Teams user interface. They have such a broad user base in Microsoft Teams, they thought, let's release this through Teams, where most people spend 80 or 90% of their day anyway, and allow people to do their jobs in Microsoft Teams, and then follow up with the web user interface on the back end of that. And these are changes that are already happening. We're going to talk about some of the timeline behind these changes, but just so when you get online and you read about the new planner and what it's about, it's really the combination of the three technologies you see down here, along with the Power Platform for enabling that. Okay. So what is the status of the changes? What's going on right now? The new planner, little n new planner, coming through Microsoft Teams, that interface is available today if you're in a commercial tenant. It actually launched in April of 2024 throughout the month. It was rolled out in a series of rings. So if you're a commercial organization, if you're in industry, you should see this in your tenant. How do you know it? On the top right, your planner icon has gone from a green P over to a set of check marks that are kind of purple and blue. Once you hit that, then you'll see you're in the new planner. This also includes a really important feature called Assign to Me, which is through Microsoft Teams. And what it's doing, it's using that planner task engine to allow a user to get in and see all of their assigned tasks, whether they're in a planner plan, a to-do list, or now a project for the web or new planner premium SKU, all in one place. And this is really a godsend for a lot of team members that had work spread all across different places. Microsoft's vision here is allow people that are working on tasks to go to one place to view, track, and update those all through a common user interface. It's really what the Assign to Me or ATM feature in Microsoft Teams is, and that's now available if you're in a commercial tenant. Updates to the web user interface behind this, which Project for the Web today will become kind of the new planner or get rebranded, coming this summer. So we should see those hitting in the next couple of months. If you're in the GCC or the government community cloud, you're with a state, local, or federal government agency, these changes haven't hit yet. We're still TBD. A lot of that is getting verified through the GCC FedRAMP process on the back end of this. That will be announced later in the fall, and hopefully we'll see something in the near future there. So these changes are already live in commercial tenants. Copilot, which is Microsoft's artificial intelligence engine, is now available in the new planner. So that is today. This functionality began rolling out in the April timeframe. So as they rolled out the updates to the new planner in Teams, they also rolled out the updates to Copilot. So if you're in there, if you subscribe to Copilot at enterprise level, you should see a preview of this feature. And we're going to show you what that looks like in a couple of minutes. Keeping in mind, it is not standalone. When we talk about Copilot, that does require an organizational infrastructure of Copilot. Your organization has to go and set up Copilot, license Copilot, have the infrastructure set up, and allow for that artificial intelligence, the AI engine to work. Then you can apply it into the new planner. It is not a standalone thing where you can just do it with Planner. And that's really important. Microsoft is really going for safe, secure, compliant AI. Part of that is not just allowing people to pick it up and use it wherever they want, but really enabling that at an enterprise level, and then having specific use cases like New Planner to use it around your projects and your tasks and your activities. Finally, from a licensing perspective, if you're going to be using the Copilot in the new planner, that's through that Teams interface, the Project Plan 3 license is going to be required. There won't be a specific Copilot license. They're actually bundling this together so that as long as you have a Project Plan 3 license versus a Plan 1, which gives you that new planner in the project for the web functionality, you should be able to start seeing the Copilot functionality there. So that is the licensing requirement when you talk about Copilot and Planner working together. Okay. Licensing changes. So there are some changes happening as we speak. Some have already hit, some are coming soon. Again, this is commercial only. If you are in the government community cloud, there's a different set of things going on. The first of those is the Project Plan 1 license, which has been set up to support the project for the web, as well as the team member use of the Project Online tool, is now transitioning to a new name. The new name of that product is going to be Planner Plan 1. So if you have a Project Plan 1 license, at some point that will transition over to Planner Plan 1. The important thing, and the bullet below that states it, this still covers all the underlying Project Online and project technology that you have in the previous Plan 1. So you're not getting any less for it. It is a new brand specifically supporting some of this new functionality. The Project Plan 3 and the Project Plan 5 licenses that you would have that traditionally support the desktop installed client, as well as the enterprise project and portfolio management and resource management functionality, that will, as you can see here, the Plan 3 license will include the new planner and will include Copilot and some of that advanced functionality in the new planner. So if you're already using Project on the desktop, you're also grandfathered into some of this new functionality with that license. It's kind of a dual purpose license for both solutions. So if you wanted to go and pilot or test that out and you already have the license, just work with your central IT group and they can grant you access to this solution. There are currently no changes happening to government community cloud or GCC licensing. That's important. So you won't see any changes to any of your price lists there. Additionally, a lot of people have asked, well, what about Project Desktop and Project Online? What's going on with that? No changes at all. There are no current changes to either your Project Professional Desktop or your Project Online licenses. Those will continue to go forward as they are. There's also no current change to the Project Professional or Project Online functionality you might have today from a functional perspective. And this is really important. If you've already made this investment in these technologies, not only is it not going away, it's going to be continue to be supported. And finally, for those who remember our old friend Project Server from back in the day, there is still a version of Project Server, believe it or not. It's called Project Server Subscription Edition, or SE. It is still available. In fact, Microsoft is also releasing a desktop version of Project 2024. So for those that are really invested in the desktop, as well as on-premise solutions, they will continue to be supported by Microsoft. Microsoft is providing you with lots of different options. The new solutions are great. They're well integrated. They have great new functionality. But if you're still reliant for parts of your business on the other technology, you can still rely on that. Microsoft will continue supporting it. Okay. Additionally, with the introduction of Copilot, Microsoft's artificial intelligence engine, that is now being integrated in with Planner, as we mentioned. What that means is if you've enabled Copilot in your enterprise for users, this AI engine will also be available in the new Planner. That means you can do certain things. So if we look at the left, there will be some initial scenarios that Copilot and Preview are going to support. It'll be things like create a plan for me, or update a plan, or you can tell Copilot, and we'll show you in a couple of minutes, hey, pull together a list of all my late tasks and show them to me. Or you can say, hey, Copilot, when am I supposed to finish this project? Or generate an email coming soon on specific tasks or activities to certain people, or find me something. It's really going to be something kind of an assistant that you can use to really drive and ask questions around your different data in the new planner. It's also integrated into the Microsoft Power Platform, so you can also use Copilot to take a broader look across your project and planner data. It's also in preview in Power BI. So if you wanted to use that from an analytics perspective, this is all built on Microsoft's comprehensive approach, secure, compliant, privacy wrapped around it all, but really responsible AI is what it's all about. So you have a lot of options, but this is really a nice feature if you're starting to wade into the area of artificial intelligence and using Copilot. This could be one of the potential use cases you start to experiment with. So with that, we're going to hop into a demonstration of actually some of these solutions just to give you a feeling for what's possible here. I've logged into my M365 portal, and this is where I can access all of my documents, my applications. I come up here to the top, and you can see my Outlook, OneDrive, SharePoint, all the typical stuff. As we mentioned, the new functionality now has launched into Microsoft Teams. So we're going to go into Teams. When we go into Teams, we're going to see our traditional team stuff. But we're going to go in here, we're going to go to the apps, and you'll see the new planner app will show up. Again, how I know I'm in the new planner, it's got the purple and the blue check marks here. I click on that, and that takes me into the updated user interface. Now, the first thing I see on the left under Planner is I see my day, which will surface for me any things that I need to do today. Then I'm going to see my tasks, which are tasks that are assigned to me, again, to-do tasks, traditional Planner tasks, or now the new Planner Premium tasks or project for the web. And then I have my plans, which is going to aggregate traditional Planner plans and new Planner with the Premium SKU plans as well. It's all in one place through Microsoft Teams. So if I go to my plans to start with, I'm going to see any plans I have today. And they could be something like a marketing campaign planning project that is in Planner Premium or project for the web. It could be a planner plan, or it could be any of the above. So I'm just going to click on the first one I have here, and you'll see this looks remarkably like the previous version of this, which was project for the web, where I have a series of tasks. I have activities, start and finish dates, duration, percent complete, dependencies, and it has the same functionality we'd have over in the web, but it's all through Microsoft Teams directly integrated in. We can start to come down through this, and you see I have different views. I have a board view. This is my Kanban board where I can actually start looking across different tasks and activities I have, and I can drag and drop them. Maybe I have tasks here that are for management approval or sign off, other ones that are next up, and I can take new tasks that have just started, and I can drag and drop them over here as well. And finally, just by clicking on them, again, I can come in here and view a task, mark it 50% done, even come in with some traditional planner functionality, add a checklist item. So I can very quickly and easily update it. And again, it's really designed for the business project managers that want to quickly, intuitively build and manage their projects. There is a traditional timeline view, which is our traditional Gantt chart. And this is where we're going to be able to get in and look at different information about our project all in one place and zoom in and zoom out on different data we have. We have different charts and graphs here as well. So we have charts that show us on this particular project, again, the marketing campaign planning project, how many tasks have not started, how many have been completed, and how many are late. Likewise, we can look at the different buckets, what's in progress, what's for VMO approval, what's been done. And then finally down at the bottom, you'll see effort by person. It's all in one place, and I can see all this information on one project. I have a people view, and think of this almost like a Kanban board for my different individuals. I can think about I've got Josh, Sarah, and Sunny working on a project. I may go create a new task called create marketing plan. I'm going to assign that to Josh, and then review product mix. I'm going to assign that over here to Sarah. Simply by dragging and dropping that task, now it has assigned that to Josh, assigned it to Sarah. Sarah and Josh will get email notified. They will be able to actually go in and actually see this as one of their tasks as they go into their day as well. So it's fully integrated with their task list now, which is really nice. They don't have to go to each individual project. I can also set up organizational goals using the planner. And here I can say maybe I want to increase my capture rate on my web forms or improve my visitors to my website. And then I can add new or existing tasks to that and have tasks move up to organizational goals. And finally, I have the ability to look at assignment, which is a much more granular look at who's working on what. I'm going to look at Josh and Sarah's work all over time and how many hours are they working on specific activities if I want to get to that level. So this allows me to do all of this through a Microsoft Teams user interface. But one of the nice things that Microsoft is integrating in is Copilot. You see I have a button here for Copilot, and simply by launching that, now Copilot is going to come up and it's going to be applying this information into the Planner user interface with Planner data. So I've built a couple of different queries here, and Microsoft actually comes with some of them to create. Maybe I want Copilot to add tasks or create goals or create buckets. Or maybe I want Copilot to help me understand, make a list of my highest priority tasks, or show me who is working on certain tasks, or what are the important deadlines I have coming up, or give me a status report for this plan. So what I can do, I can say, give me a status report for this plan, and then it's going to say, I'm working on it now. These are pre-built prompts that Microsoft is continuing to add to in this preview mode. It's finishing up, and now it's going to give me a status report based on exactly where this plan is in its progress. It's gathering the resources. You see it takes a minute or two. And this is Microsoft's Copilot or AI engine working. Looking over it, it's going to pull this together here. I'll give it another second. And this is really generative AI working. So ideally, as you're asking the similar prompts and more people continue asking those prompts, it will learn from that. It will be better prepared to answer those questions over time and improve on the responses. And you see the response it gave. According to the information I have, the current status of this project, it's 17% done, 981 hours have completed, 2,400 hours left. Here's who the project manager is. The project started on the 5th, is ending in June. What else would I like to know about this? Maybe I want to know the key milestones, or who are the team members, or are there any risks associated with this project? Again, I can ask the question, and Copilot is going to go get the information for me and summarize it for me in normal English, like I'm having a conversation with somebody. It says finishing up. And we're going to give it another second here. And this is really neat stuff. This is something we can never, ever do before with any project or plan or data we had. It's looking over the plan. And finally, it's going to pull this together into what my key milestones are. And then I can even tell it to put it in a table. And over time, it's going to be able to maybe generate a document or create a report. So here we go. It's saying, according to the information I have, here are the key milestones on the project. Review business landscape, campaign strategy. All of these are the milestones. Is it right? I really want to go back and check. Remember, this is a new technology. It's in preview. Some of these things may not be accurate. I may want to go back and say, hey, Copilot, how did you do on this? Thumbs up or thumbs down? And if I said thumbs down, it's actually going to ask me, what was wrong with that? Copilot pulled some summary tasks that weren't milestones. Do I want to share this? Yes, I can submit that. And that'll go back to Microsoft so they can improve the prompt specifically. So it really is in its learning phase right now, and it's experimental. You see Copilot is in preview here. This is all available through Teams, through the user interface here. Now, when I go into my tasks, this is where it's going to start pulling together all the tasks I have that I've been assigned across different planner plans or planner premium SKU plans all in one place. So I may have something on that marketing campaign plan where I want to go in and look at it. If I go into it, it'll say campaign concepts complete. It hasn't started yet, but it says, hey, this task was created in a premium plan. Some of the task fields are not available. So it's making it available to me, but it's saying, you know what? You actually want to go into the detailed project to get more information. I would click on that, and then it'll take me right into that here. And this is where I can say, you know what? I'm 50% done. I'm going to add a note, still running on schedule. We'll get it done. And then I can make that update directly from there. And then I'm right back in my task list here. So it allows me to aggregate this information. I can look at private tasks, I can look at all tasks, and I can surface some of these or click them as complete and take them off of my list. If I wanted to just do in start and I started in progress complete, I could go down and I can mark them here just like this. So think of it as that's the assigned to me feature that's going to bring all this information together. And finally, a lot of updates are being made also to the Power Platform. This is the Power app that sits behind Project, the new planner, which is going to aggregate information across all your projects. So I've got 6 or 7 of my projects that are all here. I can start to roll those up into programs. I can look at risks and issues. I can even get project requests into the system and apply approvals and workflows to this. But what I can also do is start doing reporting. Maybe I want a report that pulls together all of my tasks across all of my projects, and I want to look at that maybe weekly or monthly. This is where I can leverage a tool like Power BI with the Power Platform and all of my data in one place. So you can see now my tasks, and I can see now I've got the different task names across multiple projects. I can act on those in assigned to me, or I can go there right from here. I can look at my portfolio reports. This is leveraging a technology we have called Power Pro, which sits on top of that Power Platform and pre-builds a structure into it. And I can be in a portfolio dashboard. I can start to hone down to just projects that maybe are in progress, and I can see a project's in the red. And what I can do is do a one click, get right into an automatic status report for that. The tight integration between all these products is really outstanding and allows us to have not only good integration, but easy access to the data for reporting on work, people, and projects. But what's also integrated here is our good friend Copilot and AI. So we can come over here and ask certain questions. Do we have any risks on the health assessment project? Oh, can't spell today. And I can ask the question. And again, remember, this is all in preview. It's experimental. So it's looking at the data that's behind the scenes in something called the Dataverse, and it's going to respond and give me answers to those queries. Now looking beyond one project across multiple plans all in one place. So we can start leveraging Copilot not only to do individual tasking and individual Q&A, but it'll say there are no risks. And that's really good news. It says, take me there, and it'll take me to the list of all of my risks. And then I can see I really don't have any on this particular project. Good news. So over time, again, Copilot is going to be learning. And that's really one of the benefits of leveraging an integrated AI technology like Copilot is as others use the technology, Microsoft's going to be building some of those queries and prompts into it. You can leverage kind of what the industry is doing and partners such as us. So really the question of that, we talk about why are these changes coming from Microsoft? They're coming fast and furious. For years, we didn't see a lot of changes to project, and now we're seeing a lot of it. A lot of that really has to do with some changes that are going on in the market. If we look at the stats on the left, Microsoft found through a lot of studies, you can see that project teams now, especially after COVID, are working in multiple locations, even across different countries. They need collaborative access to the same data through common tools that people use. People are also using different methodologies, agile, hybrid, informal project management, multi-style methodologies, whether it's Prince2, PMI, or just no methodology at all. People need flexible tools to do their jobs. They don't just need one tool. And that's where Microsoft and the Planner Suite and now Project really blending those things and allow for a lot of flexibility and ease of use. The third one down is really a lack of visibility, not being able to see information within and across different plans you have, very inefficient processes. These are some of the top challenges. And finally, we're finding a lot of feedback from project management professionals telling them, hey, AI is coming. We're going to start using AI and piloting it. We really want to use it to be more efficient and more effective with our project management processes and our plans and our work. How do we do that? So by integrating these technologies, you have a lot of possibilities. You can build custom co-pilots against certain subsets of data. You could build power apps against the planner data with certain data in it. You have a lot of flexibility to address specific needs that you have, not just a one size fits all. And Microsoft provides that platform with a lot of flexibility. And finally, the big one, if we look at the right, 25 million, it's a big number. This is the number that's been estimated by PMI. The number of new project management professionals will be needed by 2030 to fill the jobs that are going to be out there. I mean, that's a huge amount of people coming into the workforce that are younger, that have different expectations around the technology, that need easy to use tools, but also tools that can scale up as they need it and help them do their jobs. So these are really some of the key drivers why Microsoft is now making such an investment in these solutions. In terms of the future, Microsoft has a very strong roadmap and the investments being made in really 5 core areas. As you've seen today, first and foremost, there's a heavy investment in the new planner and enabling this functionality to really empower individuals and teams to work a lot more efficiently. You've also seen some very tight tie-ins Microsoft is making between its AI engine Copilot and Planner and Project. This extends out to include integration with the Microsoft Power Platform and the ability there to provide a wealth of possibilities when you're thinking about specific applications or business processes you want to put in place to support your collaborative work as well as your formal project management. But there's good news for those currently investing in traditional Microsoft project tools like Project Desktop and Project Online. They're not going away anytime soon. Microsoft has a continued commitment to supporting this platform. So you'll be able to continue relying on your trusted Microsoft technologies to support your PMO, your project planning, delivery, and management processes, traditional project management you've invested a lot of time and money in, from a desktop client all the way to the online enterprise service. Finally, we're going to see more exciting opportunities to expand out Copilot AI use cases as organizations and individuals really figure out novel ways AI can assist with streamlining everyday work and project management. Imagine asking Copilot to provide an update on your top 3 projects and having it generate an on-demand report summarizing the risks and upcoming tasks for the next 2 weeks. That's exactly where all of this is headed. Imagine this technology going from a simple question and an answer on your data to Copilot actually becoming like your own highly trained intern working for you that never needs to go on vacation. And this is really the possibility of using Copilot as an assistant that's going to help you become more efficient, allow you to manage more work in less time, and really automate a lot of those tasks that are just laborious on a day-to-day basis. So Copilot and AI open a world of possibilities integrated with this platform. So really our goal today was to give you a feeling for where Microsoft is, some of the changes that are coming and changes that are actually happening right now to both project and planner. Hopefully we accomplish that. At this point, I'm going to hand the floor back to Annie, who's going to go through some of the Q&A. Annie?
Great presentation, Rob. We'll now open the floor to questions and answers. Remember to enter your questions and answers in the questions and answer manager at the top of your team screen. Let's see if there's any questions in the queue. I do see one here from Dave. Will there be Copilot support for Project Online?
It's a great question, Dave. So initially, the support is for the new planner because this is all rolling out the new platform, but there's always the ability to build copilots against any data you have in Office 365 as well as outside of it. So we're already looking at some scenarios for building copilots for Project Online data where you could actually do that. It is, at the end of the day, it's SharePoint and SQL data that's in your 365, so it's definitely going to be a possibility. So thanks for the question, Dave.
We'll wait a couple more moments, see if there's any more questions. Rob, I already answered this question in the chat, but maybe you'd like to answer. Do you have to pay extra for Copilot?
So as long as you have the Project Plan 3 or Plan 5 license, Copilot will come bundled with that. Again, that assumes that the users have Copilot access through their enterprise, that it's already licensed, but it's just part of that. It's going to be part of that license.
Here's a new question from Cheryl. When Project Online is referenced, does this also include Project Server?
Yes and no. So obviously Project Online is the SaaS version of Project Server that's in Office 365. They're supported a little differently in terms of the update cycles and things like that, but essentially very, very similar types of functionality, Cheryl.
And last question I also did address in the comments. How does Microsoft Loop fit into all of this? There's an integration between Loop and Planner. Does that extend a project for the web app?
Coming soon. So Loop is fairly new technology. Microsoft is in the process of establishing the linkages between all of these technologies right now. We would foresee it touching all the M365 applications at some point, so including PWA.
And I see Jess is interested in Project Plan 5. If you could discuss that.
Sure. So Plan 3 is the traditional project manager license. Plan 5 is really designed for scenarios where you're using a couple things. In Project Online, if you're a portfolio manager, a resource manager, or you're doing any kind of governance, it's the license specifically for those roles in that solution, in the enterprise project management solution. In New Planner and Project for the Web, it doesn't really have a role yet. It's generally for the administrators of the tool that are going to be setting up the configuration in the Power Platform and things like that and doing any back-end configuration. It also allows you to extend out the application for an unlimited number of tables. So it kind of supports kind of the top level use in both of those systems. For day-to-day use, it's only required if you're in Project Online with those different roles I mentioned.
Donna asked, Plan 3 or Plan 5 with Copilot not set up, what will happen?
You won't see it. So it won't be available there as a button.
Does Copilot with Meetings integrate with Copilot on Planner?
It will through Teams. So if you're in a Teams meeting and you enable Copilot there, you will be able to actually kind of pull a tab up with Planner in it and visualize that. But you're going to start to see an integration between that and the task engine in Planner sometime in the near future is what we're foreseeing. These things are all going to kind of blend together. So you may create a task, tell Copilot to create a task in Planner for a certain person, and it will go do that. You can actually do that today. You can command Planner to do that. So. Hope I answered that. So.
For the demo that was provided, was all the functionality that Rob used available to those licensed with Project Plan 3?
It is, yes.
Does Planner support allocation of resources using engagements?
It does not. That is a Project Online function.
Robert asked, does Project Plan 3 include a new look online?
Within Project Online, Robert, it does not. It's the same user interface as before.
Ron asked, is there a connection between the new planner's goals and the Microsoft Viva Goals application?
Good question. So there is a connection between Viva goals and the new planner tasks. If you had goals in that in Viva, you could link them over to tasks or activities in your planner plan. The goals in new planner are specific to that project. They're not linked dynamically back into Viva goals. So you can go from Viva goals into project or planner, but the goals are individual to each project in the new planner. They do not link back. So.
Amy asked, for those who use Project for the Web with multiple projects platformed on a team site, will that experience change for them, assuming the new planner dashboard will simply give more access to those projects?
Let me read that question. Sorry. So it depends, Amy, how you have it set up. If you have individual projects today that are in Project for the Web, and then you set up a team for those, the new planner is going to automatically aggregate those as long as they're in something called the default environment. So they will all show up in that My Plans area, and you'll be able to access them all from there. That makes sense. So you'll be able to do it in the Planner app instead of in each individual team. But you could still go into an individual team and insert the schedule from that planner plan there as well. So the kind of My Day and Assigned to Me aggregates all of that together.
Any last minute burning questions? Going once, going twice?
Mhm.
So, how can Fragility help you? If you're looking for assistance with project or PPM, think of us. We can help you with consulting, training, and adoption services to address your most pressing challenges with Microsoft solutions. Additionally, if you're looking to up your game with either Project for the Web or Project Online, we offer a series of pre-built solution accelerators that can make any implementation that much better. Power Pro is our latest solution that works with the new planner and Project for the Web, creating an awesome Power App with a pre-built structure and killer Power BI reports. Reach out to us to explore any of these solutions or services to see how they could add value to your organization. Here are some good resources for you and your team if you'd like to learn more. You can visit our YouTube page, which has a set of playlists ranging from client testimonials and best practice videos to a full library of focused recordings on topics like resource management, portfolio management, and project execution. Next, you can head over to our shiny new website at fragility.com. It offers lots of great content, including a Learn section with blogs and videos for the PMO and PPM community. We'd also recommend you visit the project and planner group on LinkedIn, which now has over 27,000 active members of a great interactive learning community. It's a public domain resource that everyone in the community has access to. Finally, if you have specific questions or needs, reach out to us. You can send an email to info@fertility.com and we'll set up time to talk through your needs, challenges, goals, and work together to develop a solid solution to meet your requirements. Thank you again for joining our webinar today. We appreciate your time and look forward to seeing you online for our next session. Have a great day, everyone.